1 year selling on eBay, and it has been a journey to get here. And I want to take you through basically all the details of that roller coaster for the year. First, we're going to touch on this week in general. How have we gone for week 52 of reselling online? And then I'm going to dive into some of the fun facts and some of the different learnings and some of the interesting things that we can take away from selling on eBay for 365 days. Let's jump into it. So kicking off with the top 5 items sold for week 52. The top item for this week was actually not what you see on screen. I actually sold a private deal, something from my own personal collection, which was a whole bunch of Lego. I sold that for $1,000. And that one, look, I didn't want to put it up on here because it does kind of dilute these numbers. However, I have put it into these numbers because last week I spoke about if you can do some thrifting at home, especially around this time of the year, you know, when you're at home, when you're on holidays, you get a chance to just clean things out. Well, I did that and I was able to sell this Lego within the same day for $1,000 to a collector. So we progress on, but that will be in some of the figures as we progress on. So top item number 1 for this week was this Halo Reach Legendary Edition. This has also come from that, that video game haul that I got. And so the cost of goods, the average cost of goods for this item has come out to be $4.50. And I've been able to sell this for $400 plus $50 postage. So after fees and postage that I've paid, profit will come out to be about $345.50. So super thrilled to be able to have this one finally go. It was taking up a lot of space, but it's just crazy. Someone just made an offer and I was more than happy to accept. Top item number 2 was this Assassin's Creed Syndicate sealed Charing Cross edition. Now this one also from that video game haul cost me $4.50 as an average cost of goods. I've sold it for $250 plus postage. After fees and postage, I have profited $212.24. Top item number 3 was this Zoids DVD collection. I purchased this for $47.50 off eBay. I basically did a quick flip, had it for a week. I was able to relist it for $199 and profited $109.13. After fees and postage, of course. Top item number 4 was another lot from the video game haul, and this was a combination of stuff that I had lying around plus the items from that video game haul, which is why the cost is only $4.50 for these 4 games, and I've sold them for $60. Profit has come out to be $37.66 after fees and postage, of course. And top item number 5 is some more Lego. Having done some clean outs around home, I found some Lego. This was about 700 grams amount, listed it for $50, got a full purchase price for the $50, profited $30 after fees and postage. So pretty good week. So before we proceed, I will take you through the latest on the video game haul. So I picked this up at the end of October. I've been selling it through November, December, and it continues to pay up for January. So we have a total revenue of $7,777, which is a pretty cool number. Basically, we've done a 432% return on this, and we've sold around 183 items. I think last week it said a little around the same, but there was a mistake there. So yeah, it's 183 items, and that's how much we've done. So I'm pretty happy. So for lessons this week, I don't really want to focus on this week in general. I want to look at the whole perspective of 52 weeks. These lessons they apply to every week, and you continue to get more and more understanding of these each week. But really, as I start to show you data continuing into this video, really it comes down to getting these results has come down to time and consistency, and staying the path, because there's been a lot of challenges doing this, you know, just learning and getting into what's selling, what works, what doesn't work, just getting systems in play, how to post things, how to package things, how to list things, and just learning along the way, but also pivoting along the way as well. You know, we had a lockdown here in Victoria for not half the year, probably about 4 months of the year, 3 months of the year, which was a big challenge, which meant had to adjust, had to pivot, had to try new things. And it's all about riding those waves. But I think, if anything, having done 52 weeks now reselling, I've learned a lot, and some of the data that I'm going to show you shortly it's really interesting to really break down of what was selling, what was the best categories, where did I source the most from, and things like that. So we'll touch on that shortly. If you do want to see some reselling tips and some of the lessons that I have learned, I do have my my reselling tips video that I've just released as well, so you can go check that out. So week 52, how have we progressed? Well, week 52 has actually turned out to be my best week yet, and finishing in strong for the 52-week challenge, or basically a year on eBay, or basically a year reselling online. Now, we have done 58 sales with an ASP of around $51.70, which is my best ever. Margin being 78% and 77%, and cost of goods was just shy of $200 for this week. Revenue, we've done $2,995, just shy of $3,000, which of course this includes the $1,000 that I got for some of that Lego, and profit has come in to be around $2,359 after fees and postage, of course. But for this week, I mean, the average cycle time was around 57 days. That's how long things stayed in my store. And the items that have, other than the Lego, has just been video games, DVDs, and books that have continued to show up, and a few other things there. But the Lego has done really well. If you've got Lego sitting at home that you haven't touched for a very long time, look into it, guys, because it is worth a fair bit. So I'm pretty happy with this. This was loose Lego, not sealed. So if we have a look at the progress over time, average week has been around $1,053 across these 52 weeks. Lowest being $239 in a single week, which is just crazy to think. That was my third week in. I did $239, and now I'm averaging $1,053. So that progression is really there. And then the highest week being $2,995, which was this week. It is a bit diluted because I did sell some stuff from my own personal collection, but it's stuff that I'm getting rid of, you know, so it's in the same category. And the good thing about that is there's no cost. That's stuff that I've had from my childhood, and I encourage you, if you want to be able to get a bit of a boost and get some extra sales, finding things sitting around at home, that's the way to do it. And then listings and sales over this 52 weeks, as you can see, for the first half up to about week 22, I wasn't doing majority listings every day. I was averaging around 30 to 50 per week. However, as I started to progress onwards from June onwards, about mid-year, I started to do 15 every single day, and that's when the sales jumped. The sales doubled. We've had, on average, started to get around that 50 sales mark per week for the rest of the year from the 6-month mark. But this week I did a total listings of 106, sold 58 items. That's averaging 15 items per day and selling on average 8 items per day. So you can see it all here. Weekly flow, as I like to call the roller coaster. We had the big day on Monday. Actually, if I hadn't sold the Lego, it would have been a pretty quiet day. But we've averaged pretty interesting this week. We've had a couple of $400 days, and then dropping down to a few $100 days, but it has been that roller coaster. So the $100,000 revenue challenge, well, did we hit $100,000 in 52 weeks? No, we did not. So we got pretty close. We got $54,850. And the reason why we progressed into January was because I started on the 11th of January. So we've done pretty good. Now, how I'll be tracking this going forward, yes, I'll still have the revenue target of $100,000, but I'm going to be breaking it down into some milestone points. And as we start to proceed onwards from after this week, I'll be tracking a few different goals and things like that. But we will continue to track this so you can see how long it does take me to get there. Current average sale price is around $30.78. That's whole of life. All right, some time for some show and tell. Let's have a look. All right, team. It is Tuesday morning, and actually it's 10:42. But just getting all this mail ready to go out. We've had the public holidays, so I haven't been out of mail for a couple of days. So let's get this happening. We've got a few different things here. We've got this X-Wing bundle that's gone for $40 plus postage. We've got a couple of PSP games here, all between $9 and $15. We've got this guy. He's gone for $20 plus postage. Mountain of Mirrors. This is one of the first books I ever got listed, and I've sold this for $25. Got some Zoid DVD. We've got some more DVDs. And another one. This is the Portal 2 that I've sold for $199 going to Canada. We got some more Thomas. Thomas is the best. We have some jeans. We've got Xbox 360 game. We've got a bundle of games going out. I've lost money on these. But this was old stock. Just need to get rid of it. Trying to move old stock. And lost, by the way, it's because of postage on that. And this guy went for 25, I think it was. I've got a few other things that I'm still getting out, DVDs and whatnot, and I ended up finally getting the payment for all these Animorphs, so I'm going to be packaging them up. So it's a bit of a mess at the moment, just because I'm trying to list as many things as possible. Anyway, let's get it done. All right, team, it is Friday. Just about to head out for a mail run. Just quickly showing you some of the sales. We've got some Lego going out. We've got this Street Fighter 2 shirt, the Beatles shirt. We've got a Top Spin 4. It's almost the Australian Open, so it makes sense. These guys, we've got a whole bunch of DVDs, all individual going out. We've got this 65 anniversary Happy Mickey. We've got an old iPod Touch, this cool little novelty pop phone, and a big bundle of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. And I've also sold this guy, which is the Assassin's Creed Syndicate sealed. That guy went for about $240. So Let's get it, team. Let's get it. So perspective, I wanted to just give a quick little flash report of how this week has performed compared to the other weeks. So other than sales being 58, which came in at rank 4 out of the 52 weeks, essentially this week was almost a perfect week. Profit was the highest, revenue was the highest, margin was the highest, and ASP was the highest. So I've left it there as a ranking of 4 from a sales perspective, but you can see the profit, revenues, and margins, they are way up there. So very solid week, and once again, it's been putting in everything that I've been learning. Will I continue to get this each week? Probably not, because to have a $1,000 sale of Lego, that's not going to happen every day. But it'll be interesting to see as we progress into the new year how this continues. I wanted to start to just reflect on the 52 weeks and some of the data behind all this, and what were some of the interesting facts. And this might help you, as if you're getting into it, maybe you can learn something from this. So I wanted to do a bit of a deep dive into the most sold categories, and surprisingly, it's the top 3 is books, DVDs, and video games. Actually, it's not that surprising, but the video games, however, is where the profit was at a 25% of the build up of my total profits. However, books and DVDs have basically come in almost perfect even. They've done almost the same in revenue, profits slightly different, but video games being the big one here. And then toys comes in as a close fourth, and then we've got clothes, collectibles, brick and brack, which is kind of like your glassware or cups and mugs, Pokemon cards, electronics, shoes, hats, CDs, Lego, and others and others and others. So as you can see here, really it starts to show where I should be putting my focus, which is probably books, DVDs, and video games. Toys and clothes are definitely some areas where I'm still playing with and getting a lot of insight. Electronics, I mean, I haven't sold a lot of electronics, but I want to get more into it. But it's a very good perspective. There's probably a lot of things down below that you can see that it's probably not worth my time. For some fun facts, for the 52 weeks, we've sold a total of around 1,781 items. We have listed 3,579 items. We've done a revenue of $54,830. Average cycle time coming around 37 days for the average sale for the item to sell. My best day was $1,085, and I've had 12 0 days out of the 365 days. So interesting facts, interesting to see. Now, the other thing I wanted to share was the top hauls, or where I've been sourcing from over the last 52 weeks. And surprisingly, this is sold items. This is not listed items. This is sold. I've sold 1,017 items from OpShop. Free items came with 315 items. So this includes stuff off the side of the road from other people, and even my own stuff that I've been able to, thrift and move along. The video game haul, a private deceased estate, Facebook deals, from retail, which is interesting. 36 items I've been able to sell. Pokemon fun, so just me opening Pokemon cards. From my own network, from private deals from people. Garage sale, mystery box, and eBay. I've been able to flip one item from eBay. So actually, I think that eBay might be wrong, because I'm pretty sure there should be 2 there. Anyway, this is close enough as it is. It just goes to give you that perspective of where you can source from and where's your best bang for buck. Now, I'm not saying OpShop's always going to get you this kind of revenue, but it goes to show where I've sourced the most from. If I can start to spin it up and do a bit more private deals, it'll be interesting to see how this happens for 2022. All right, so that is 52 weeks on eBay, or 52 weeks selling online or reselling online, and it's been crazy to see this progress over the last 52 weeks. I mean, obviously you've been coming along for the ride, and I've been doing the work, and I've learned so much from many of you, and I appreciate all the support. And as we progress into 2022, and I'll be tracking, once again, weekly updates and all that jazz, but there'll be more and more things, or different things that I'll be showing and tracking to and trying to achieve. I appreciate you coming along for this journey, and I'm excited to see what we can do in 2022. And yeah, if you've got thoughts, comments, or if you want to see different things for the new year, do let me know in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation. More than happy to answer any questions as well. It's been an amazing year, and all I can say is all the best for 2022, and let's see what we can do. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang, and hustle. Ciao.